Hi guys, my name is Liam and today I have 3 cradles for you. Tiger's cradle, the double cradle, and the cradle ferris wheel. So just a quick note before we start, you should probably get familiar with easier cradles before you attempt these, so I'll put a link top right. So first of all, the tiger's cradle. Start by shifting your hands closer to the bottom of the stick. If you have grips on the stick, like me, most metal sticks do, then your hands are often already nearer the bottom. So point the sticks up and then grab the string on each side like this. I like to use my middle finger. There should now be 2 loops. Poke the right stick through the left loop, then pull the left loop back and then push the left stick through the right loop. Sounds complicated, but you keep hold of the string the whole time. There now should be 2 X's over the Diabolo. So then you launch by swinging the X's back, tilting them back, pulling them back, and then you pull apart and it will launch off the bottom string and then you catch on top of the higher X. So to release, you either do the same as a regular cat's cradle with the letting it slip off or launching it up, or you could let go of the strings in your fingers, which leaves you in a cat's cradle, and then you can do whatever from there. So the next trick is the double cradle. Start by doing an anti-clockwise sun, then do the movement to tie the X shape in the cat's cradle. Wrap the right string over the left stick and then poke it through the hole that's made. Unlike the cat's cradle, there'll still be a crossed string underneath the X above the Diabolo. So reach out with your right finger and grab the left string and grab the right string with your left finger. You should now have 2 X's above the Diabolo. Launch it up onto the top X like the tiger's cradle and release the same as the tiger's cradle as well. The final trick is the cradle ferris wheel, and it's a bit different to the other 2, but before I explain it, I just want to say thanks to Brittany Cheng because I found this trick on her channel, so I'll put a link to her channel in the top right and there'll be one in the description as well. So start in any type of cat's cradle. Then you make an X above the Diabolo. You make it from the 2 loops that are either side of the Diabolo, like sort of the triangles in the X. So the X is made a different way for different cradles. If you're in a right trapeze cradle or a cat's cradle from a left backside, then you need to poke the left stick through the right loop and then the right stick through the left loop that's furthest away from you. If you're in a left trapeze cradle, a cat's cradle from a right backside, or a turnover cradle, then you'll need to do that backwards. Right stick through the left loop and the left stick through the right loop furthest away from you. If you've done that correctly, then there should be a nice neat X above the Diabolo that's already sitting on its own X. So next you spin the Diabolo around you like this. You need to make sure you're pulling the sticks apart the whole time, keeping it really tight. So if the X was tied correctly, then the Diabolo should be held in place by the pulling apart. If the X is tied the wrong way, the Diabolo will slide along the cradle and hit the stick as soon as you tilt it. So that's how you can tell if you've done it the right way or not. To release, either let the strings slide off or unhook the top X and you'll be left in the cradle you started in. So that's all for today. I've had a few people asking me in the comments to do a tutorial for the tiger's cradle, so yeah, here it is. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.